Hello and welcome to my personal statement of faith. My name is Tal Serdzidas, and I'll be navigating you through the most impactful application that I found during my research. I want to share with you the things that I found out about God and the things that I should say that I believe to be true about God. These 3 points include that God is the one true God, that God is a relational and creative God, and that God is also a loving and sacrificial God. First off, God is one true God. These 3 words here, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent, mean that God is first, all-powerful, He is second, everywhere at all times, and third, that He is all-knowing. I realize I mixed those 2 words up, but you get the gist of it. He is infinite and all-powerful and greater than everything put together. He is God. He was before everything. Yada, yada, yada. Second, God is a relational and creative God. God in His nature is 3 persons made up in one. That we call this the Trinity. Each of these three persons have their own distinct roles, but they are unified together and they show love with one another. God, there are qualities of God that ask Him to share with something else. Those are some of those attributes as merciful and just and some others. So basically, God created the entire universe. He doesn't need anyone else to make Him any better. He doesn't need anyone else to complete Him, but in His nature He is expansive, namely humans. He is also an impressive God in that even though He is all-powerful and all-knowing and greater than everything, He still cares so much about His creation that He chose to give us the opportunity to be in His presence. Now, obviously, everyone in this class should know by now, we, as humans, sinned, we turn our backs on God, and we were thrown out of His presence because God cannot be with anyone who is not holy or righteous or perfect, essentially. So because we dirtied ourselves, we cannot be with the clean God anymore, to put it in crude terms. So finally, my final point is that God is a loving and sacrificial God. God is the epitome of love, the essence of sacrifice. And basically, even though we sin and turn our backs on Him, He still loved us so much. He wants to have unconditional love with us, that He made a way for us to be back with Him in His presence, and that is through Jesus Christ, His Son. So by sacrificing Jesus and by Jesus' choice and act of dying on the cross and then rising again from the grave, He defeated sin. He defeated everything that makes us dirty, everything that we cling to in idolatry, and He creates this way for us to get to God through grace as a gift. And if we accept this gift of grace, then we can be back in God's presence. And obviously, as a loving and sacrificial God, He wants us and desires it for us to be with Him in His presence. And this has an eternity of impact for many, many, many millions of people from everywhere around the world for all of time. And obviously this has had a lot of impact for me as well. By Jesus' death, I am washed clean. That is Christian lingo for I was dirty once and God washed me, and I invited Him to wash off my sins so that I could be seen as clean, that I could be in His presence again. God has welcomed me in, saying that He now sees me as pure, and that I can be in His presence and I can show His glory. And now, because I have accepted that gift and I have said yes to Jesus and to God and His grace, I am now willing to participate in giving Him glory with everything that I do in my speech, in my actions, in my thinking. And this really has an impact for the world because I can now spread, once again, God and His glory to the world. In conclusion, The most impactful things that I learned is that God is the one true God. God is relational and creative God. God is loving and sacrificial God. I did believe these things before coming into the class, so the impact for me, the true impact, has started long before this class. But by this video and by our class, I'm able to share the things that I believe about God and believe about the world, and that is truly a blessed thing. Thank you for watching.